from Terengganu. So my education background is from I graduated from UNISA PhD, right? So before I in PhD, I went to UATM for my master and degree, right? So and then basically regarding to the coffee story, the coffee story was found on 2021, okay, during PKP, right, with the percentage, right. So those are we are doing the partnership, right. So together, so also together with us is Madam Fadilani, right, those are the three. So about background, that's all. Right. Okay. Right.
So the second question is, how did you start the business?
Okay, there is a how do I start the business is because I already during my childhood, I already have an interest to have the business, right? So when I joined the UNG, right, when my friends asked me if you would like to join, open the coffee story together, right? Then I have some interest to join it, so I joined together lah, with the Shatish in order to open the coffee story. But before that, the coffee story is start with Madam Fadila Hadim and Dr. Satish, right? They are both start together, and then I'm coming after that. Okay, about I think around 6 months after the 6 months after coffee story was established, right? So that's another reason lah. And then how I start the business and coffee story.
Okay. Okay, the third question is, what are the factors which lead to the creation of business of coffee story?
Right. Uh, the, uh, the reason of the creation of the coffee story is reason because we have uh, find that there is not so many coffee shop around the Taman Bendahara. However, we have a lot of students, right? Since some students might want a different taste of the what do you call it, food or delicacy, right? So, but somehow we didn't. Somehow, if you find what do you call it, if you want to have the hipster cafe outside, it's quite expensive, right? So from that situation, we find that it is a very good thing or reason if we what do you call it, the create some or establish some coffee shop nearby to UMG in order to fulfill the demand from the student itself and also the staff, right? So that's the reason lah for coffee story was established.
Okay, so when you started the coffee story cafe?
I start in 2021, right? During PKP time, right? So that's when is the time lah. The coffee story was start.
Okay, so may I know what is the operating hours of a coffee story?
The operating hours we have from 10 until 6 o'clock of the operation hours before this. But since the demand is quite high, right now we open the coffee story from 10 until 10. Right, so we have two shifts inside the coffee story. So those coffee story right now are run by the most of the part-time workers.
Okay. So what is the signature drinks and desserts in coffee story?
Alright, the signature drink and food in the coffee story. The signature drink is about mocha, and then also the latte, right? Meanwhile, for the food is pasta. We call it the salted egg pasta, right? So those are our signature foods and drink for the coffee story.
Okay, so coffee story got in any food delivery apps like Food Panda or Grab Food like that?
Yeah, so far we have registered under Foodpanda
Okay.
for the delivery under this one.
Food Panda.
Yes, Foodpanda.
Okay. So how many employees are working in coffee story?
Currently, we have about four, 3 to 4 workers, all right, which is During the daytime, we have two workers. During the nighttime, we have one workers.
Okay. Okay. So next question is okay. What did you have parents who were entrepreneurial?
So far for my parents, my father is working with the government company, and my mother is housewife. So far there is no parent inside my family that are involved in entrepreneurial.
Uh, can you please repeat again? What's your father?
Uh, we call it corporate. We need to say something like corporate company.
Okay.
Yes.
Father corporate. Okay. Mother housewife.
Yes, mother housewife.
Okay. So okay. Did you do entrepreneur thing as a youth?
And during my youth, I there is not so many experience for the entrepreneurial things. Usually, I just involved with the school activity and university activity regarding the entrepreneurial activities such as carnivals, and then maybe some seminar about the entrepreneurial, and then maybe entrepreneurial weeks. We open some stall and selling some foods or some drinks for the uh, entrepreneurial activity.
At school.
Yes, at school and at the university.
Okay. Okay. So next question is
Yes.
um. Okay. What was your primary motivation for starting a business?
Of course, the first thing is of course is about money, all right, my motivation. But on the other hand, my second thought on the primary, what do you call it, the booster to start the business is something like you can call it the self satisfaction, right? Because I when I saw someone doing the business and my friend also doing the business, they're making some money, and then some of them making good money, right? That's what motivate me also to start the business and become the entrepreneur also.
Okay. So did you write the business plan before starting the business at Coffee Story?
Usually, we do not write a full business plan. We just doing some draft of business model, what we are going to do, and then we discuss among the members what kind of business that we want to do, what kind of products we want to put inside the coffee story, and then how we're going to make money from the coffee, right? Because we know that we need to create more revenue stream under the for the coffee story in order to generate more income, right? So basically, regarding to whether I straight away make it for the business plan, there is no, I did not do it. Okay, but if you have some planning and drafts, strategic thing, yes, we do it on the part.
So okay. So how have your goals and values changed since starting the venture of Coffee Story?
Okay, what
Okay. How have your goals and values changed since starting the venture?
goals and value
Yeah.
change
Yeah.
after start the business or before?
Uh, since you start the business.
Okay, after lah. Okay, right. So basically, my goal, of course, we want to make a lot of money, right? So after we doing the business, the change does not. The goal is does not change, but definitely we want more money to make from this business.
Okay. The last question is, mm, okay, what are your plans for the future in terms of the venture?
Okay, all right. Uh, our planning is for the future. Of course, we want to increase our customer base, right? And then on the second hand, we want to increase our product range, and then we also would like to extend our coffee story. Maybe can become as a franchise. Those who are interested in that kind of coffee shop business.
Okay. So okay, the next question is, Okay, what advice based on your own experience do you have for a student interested in starting a venture today?
Right, those who are would like to do some business, I believe that you can start now, right? Do not think so much, okay? All right. If you have a dream, in order to go for the business, just go for it. Okay, so this.
Sir, may I know what is the working experience before the
Oh,
coffee story?
before coffee story, okay,
Mm.
right. My working experience, I have some about, I think about 15 years experience. Right, before I joined the coffee story, I was in the banking sector, IT sector, and education sector, right? So those three, I have gained some several knowledge in order how to operate some operations, how to do some, what you call it, business strategy and so on, right? So from that experience, I put it in the coffee story in order to create a sustainable business.
Okay. Sir, who is your role model actually?
All right, I have several role models. Of course, the first one is Tony Fernandez, if you know about it. Okay, and then we have also the Jack Ma. I have Elon Musk. We have Steve Jobs. We have Tan Sri Tajuddin. We have Syed Muhammad Bukhari, and then I have also last but not least, I have Teh Hotel and the Vincent Tan. So those are my role model in order to operate the business.
Okay. Sir, what is your intention of being an entrepreneur? At what age actually you started?
What age? Unofficially, it starts from the youth, but officially starting registered and everything is during my, I think, 5 years back.
5 years.
Yeah.
What's your current age now?
Currently, my age is about 39.
39. Okay, that means you started the business at 34 years.
35 is official, but unofficial is during youth.
Okay. Okay, so, okay, sir. Okay, the next question is, did you take any risk when you opened the coffee story? What type of risk you have suffered?
Usually we have two type of risk. The first one is monetary risk. Monetary risk, which is involve you put some money in order to what you call it, to invest in the coffee industry, like decoration, stocks, materials, and so on, and also inventory. And then while for the non-monetary risk, we do some what you call it, strategic finance, such as with the online during PKP time, right? So we know that during PKP time there is no customer can go out to buy food, so we need to heavily invest in the online, right? So that's our risk during for the we took for our business.
Mm, okay. Sir, uh, is this any controlling at early stage of business, serious or not?
What is it?
Controlling at before, okay, at the time where you started the venture,
Mm-hmm.
is there any controlling at early stage of business,
What kind of control?
like advising you on something like that?
If we get to control, of course, we just manage the risk for the control. We do not want to spend so much, right? So because we know that the our market is very niche and very saturated, right? So that's the reason we are controlling on the issue of the stocks and then also the capital in order to ensure that we have longer sustainability of operation.
Hmm? Did you invest? Did you join in any invest program and have you invest anything?
Yes, of course. I invest. There is a lot of what do you call it, the market, right? Such as on the stocks, on gold, on unit trust, and then also part and partial on the what do you call it, the some fixed deposit. So those are the instrument that I use in order for investment.
Okay. Uh, okay. Did the investment helps you to grow up your business?
Actually, that one is not for growing up the business. It's just for the diversify of portfolio, right? So I
Okay.
have to diversify portfolio. Some money I have to put in here, some money I have to put in there, right? So in order to gain, because in investment rule, you have do not put risk in one basket. So I have to diversify, and so that's why I put some cold storage, some stock, some gold, and also some unit trust and so on.
Okay. Other than coffee story, have you opened any shops?
So far there is no only coffee store part.
Only coffee store. Okay. How much profit did you gain the coffee story per day?
Uh, for the whole year, which we just gain about 20 to 30% of the whole operation of the business.
To 30%.
If monthly, sir.
Monthly?
Monthly, which regarding is also part of something around 20 to 25%, something like that.
Okay. So, okay, did you seek to establish a lifestyle business or what? Did your grow orientation change over your time?
So far, because I have been in corporate world, alright. So basically, the life is still is quite the same, right? And then even when I have business, of course, some of the lifestyle changes become more busy. There's so many things I need to take care, right? And then also I have to do some very serious time management. So that's the thing.
Okay, source of resources, not just your financial. Did you have when you started the venture? What sort of resources?
There is several resources. First, we can go for the monetary resources, and then non-monetary resources. For the monetary resources, of course, cash. But for the non-monetary resources, like the equipment, skill, knowledge, those are resources that we use in order to run the business.
Okay, how long was a typical work day? And when you started the venture, how long was it?
Typically, we took about 10 to 12 hours a day in order to what do you call it, maintain our business, right? So that's because when we would like to have sustainable business, we need to spend more for the business hours.
The next question is, did you make assumptions when you first started out that subsequently proved to be wrong? What sort of insights were gained?
Right. The first our assumption is regarding to our ROI. Right. We expect the profit is about around 50 to 60% a year.
What ROI?
ROI, return on investment.
Okay.
Okay. The ROI is about 50 to 60%. However, due to pandemics and then also due to several conditions, there is a saturated of coffee shop nearby, right? So we got about like I told you before, 20 to 30% only instead of 50 to 60% of profit.
Okay. Okay. What key mistakes did you make along the way to open the business?
During the mistake is because we are spending too much on the decoration and then food testing, right? And then the product range. So now, right now, we have understand what kind of research we can do, right? So from right now, we just limited the product range. Only focus that product have what do you call it? Recurrence of the order, right? Repeated order. We just only focus on that instead of invest or doing some experiment on food. So that's the thing.
Okay. Next question. Okay. Okay, what would you do differently if you had it all to do over again?
But then,
Okay, I repeat. What would you do differently if you had it all to do over again the
alright.
business?
If you have a thing to restart in June, right? What I would like to do is we start the business. Do not spend on much on the operation and so on. Start small and grow big. So that's the thing what we can do for the business.
Uh, what is the slogan you said just now?
Start small and grow big. Yes.
Okay. What are your plans for the future in terms of the venture of the coffee story?
The channel study we would like to open maybe open for franchise, or also we can open for others joint venture or investor that would like to invest in the coffee story.
Okay. So is there any franchise of coffee story?
For currently there is no franchise yet, but we have two branches. We have here in Taman Menara and also in KL.
In Kerala also got coffee story.
Also got coffee story.
Okay. So you said that the coffee in KL also got coffee story. So who managed the?
That coffee story is managed by Madam Fadila Hanim, right?
Okay.
For me, I just manage only here for Taman Menara, and for KL, only Fadila Hanim will only the person that manage in there. So we have another partner to start the business over there.
Okay. Can I know about Madam Fadila Hani? Who is she?
He's the major shareholder of the partner in the coffee story, right? Okay, regarding to shareholder, before this, we have two. We have Mr. Fadila Hanim and also Dr. Shaktish. Alright, and then after 6 months, I joined. My name is also included, right? But then Dr. Shaktish has sold his shareholder, and then Dr. Yus become the new investor, right? So right now, there are Madam Fadila Hanim and me, and also Dr. Yusrina. Dr. Yusrina as part of the shareholder in the business.
Okay. So is she a lecturer?
All of us are lecturer.
Taman Bendahara?
Okay, there are two customers that we have in Taman Bendahara. The first one is from the student itself, right? And then the second one is from the staff, right? So those are our target customers, which is we have two different range of kind of the customer base, right? Because for the student, we are focusing on volume. Meanwhile, for the staff, we are focusing on the quality product, right? So those are product for the our target customer.
Okay. So sir, you said you opened the coffee store in Taman Bendahara. Okay, why you didn't open in other places like such as Kota Baru? As you think you can open in Kota Baru other than Bekalan Chapel, why you focus on Bekalan Chapel to open the coffee store?
Okay. For your information, in Kota Baru itself, we have 52 coffee shop in Kota Baru, right? So the market is already saturated, right? So when we want, but of course somehow we also like to have some coffee shop in Kota Baru. After we find several places, we have doing some survey. We found that coffee story in Taman Bendahara have some commercial value. The reason why, because we find that near to Taman Bendahara, there are very limited proper coffee shop, right? So, and then we do some study, right? We have found that there are about 3 to 6,000 of population inside the coffee store at one time, right? So by having some calculation from that point, we believe that let's say we took from 1% from the 3,000 to 6,000, we can have about 300, maybe 30 to 60 customer per day, right? So by doing that forecasting, we believe that this is good place in order for us to start the coffee story in Taman Bendahara.
Okay, sir. Okay, have you identified potential challenges and risks, and do you have strategies to overcome them?
Potential before or after?
Both, sir. Before also and after also.
Okay, for the before, we for the risks and then the challenges, we found that it's very hard to find a good location, right? And then if we have a location, the price of property is quite high. Also, the rent is quite high, right? So we have to wait several times in order to operate the business. Okay, so because before this, the rent of property it took about 2,000 to 3,000, right? And then after a while, we find that the current place is about 1,000, right? So from that, we identify that this is the potential, the best potential, right? So work out to that part. On the other hand, for our after we start the business, right? After we start the business, we found that right, Taman Bendahara is always got some flood, right? So at one time we have during 2022, right? Our shop have impacted by the flood, right? So it caused some costing to us, okay, because the water is even flow in into the shop, okay, and damage some several our what you call it equipment and then the material inside the coffee story, right? So that's other thing, right? So after that, what we did in order to improvise from the situation, when there are rainy season, we are preparing for maybe we uplift the most important or some research equipment in order to prepare for our flood event coming up, right? Like today, right? So of course we are doing some preparation in order to ensure that our shop able to operate properly during this time.
Okay, sir. How well do you understand your target audience and their preferences?
How well is quite very well, right? Because we found that to find among the students is quite okay for us in order to understand, because we know that the student just want to have a place, have some privacy, a place that have some affordable price, and then also have an ambient improvement in place, right? So from that point, that's why our decoration and the style of the theme of the shop is simple and then affordable for our customers.
Yes, sir. Next question. Have you considered the scalability of your business as it grows?
What?
Okay, have you considered the scalability
Scalability.
okay, of your business as it grows?
Right. Of course, during our start, we have what you call it, projection some scalability, right? Because previously we just want to have some coffee shop alone, right? But after a long way, right, we did some projection. There is some food that also needed by the customer, such as dessert, croissant, donuts, pasta, chicken chop. Those are the food that have a demand from the customer. So we scale up from only coffee to the food.
Okay. Can I know about you? What is that the coffee store is for the part-time or full-time job?
Yes, we have most of our staff is from part time, right? Because we want to go through our course, so we have about 3 part time and 1 full time for our course.
Is that the employees are mostly from UMT students?
Yes, we also have some employee that leave home study due to their finish their study in the UMK, so they have to move out to somewhere, so that they have to put the resign from the UMK, so we need to find another for employees.
Okay, last question. Do you think the, the, the shop that you open, is this the profits gaining or how?
Okay, right. So like I told you before, our profit is about right now it is about 20 to 50% every month, right? So we understand we cannot go up higher, okay, due to market condition right now, right? We notice that there are some price increment, okay, and then also raw material increment. So if we what do you call it, put the price is quite high, right? The student might not able to afford to buy our coffee, right? So due to that situation, right, we try to find the best margin in order to sell our product that affordable and also got some profit from that.
Okay. So, would you like to start the coffee story again if the profit is free?
Currently, so for me, I would like to diversify into another business, right? Because doing some coffee store business or coffee shop business or food business is quite challenging because you need to have a full time in order to operate the business.
Okay, thanks for spending your time with me.
Okay.